Humans did a lot more than stare at the sky during our primitive dark ages. This is a story about what some of those people may have been doing, what they may have been thinking. The tools that they made were so extremely dynamic and so cunning that there had to have been something really intelligent going on. So this video explores some of those ideas, and we're going to try to understand what they were doing. On one hand, we had the stone knapping theory, where the ancient humans were just breaking rocks to make simple tools out of. And that's the most common accepted theory. And on the other hand, there's a superior intelligence theory, where people seem to believe that there was a superior or some above intelligence that directed the activities of early humans. But in hindsight, we really don't have much to go on. All we have is the remnants that we find laying about on the ground. Certain archaeological sites that still exist. And it doesn't leave much to go on. But the things that we are finding suggest that the people were extremely intelligent. The engineering philosophy that goes into the manufacture of these tools goes far beyond simple education. So the question is, where did they get the knowledge? Who did the thinking for them? We can do that by examining the actual engineering that went into the making of the tools themselves. And one of the first things I'd like to share with you is some of the stones that I found out in the woods, just out walking around, like I'm out walking around today. There's so many things you can find that are so educational if you just look, and I want to share some of the things that I found with you. So it doesn't matter if you have the simplest arrowheads or elaborate spears and bows and arrows and stuff like that. The technology is not just primitive technology, but it's actually cutting edge technology, and the very best for its time. For example, this piece here is a oil lamp that's made out of black onyx. This piece here is a carved cougar's head that's made out of ocean jasper. And I think it's really nice. And I have this cleverly made stone knapping tool that looks like a hippopotamus. And then we had this resourceful holder here for doing flaking jobs. It holds your points in place and you can flake them really easily. And another great tool is this anvil that's shaped like a lemon. And we're going to talk about this technology more. And to fully understand trap triggers, you have to have a specialized knowledge of physics. I found a lot of amazing things in places like this beach right here, and taking walks up into high places. I've even found pieces of wood like this horse right here. Oh, what an amazing find that is. But the point is, in all my travels, like the boatmen of old, I've discovered things that are really intriguing and really interesting, and that are incredibly educational. So by inviting you out into the woods with me, I can teach you how to achieve high and low pressure points on traps, and teach you how to lift enormous weights, and I can teach you the math of being able to do that. I still remember the trail where I found a piece of wood that looks just like an elephant. Man, what a find that was. Little mountain trails are a lot of fun. I always find so much stuff on them. So even if you can't go deep into the woods, just go to the woods. You'll still find things you need. You'll be able to practice your skills, increase your knowledge. Yeah, that's what I do. Good. This looks like a great place to build a fire. Oh yeah, sitting around a campfire is the best place to talk about bushcraft. And while we're sitting here, I'd like to share with you some tools that I've made. And they're really ingenious and they really get the job done. Some of the tools I make you'd think came straight out of Stonehenge. But in reality, they're just really old designs that have brand new designs, and many of them are still in use today. So just remember, when you're out there building your arrowheads, you can make arrowheads like these arrowheads right here. And these arrowheads are built for various purposes, but they all get one very important job done, and that's providing food. And food has always been the most important thing to mankind, no matter when they live. Many generations of our people have spent the night times in the moonlight building weapons for their hunting practices the next day. And it's a lot of work, but it's really satisfying because even the simple things from nature are completely adequate at doing the job. And some of the tools can be stunningly beautiful. All I know is when I'm harvesting material, I get the best possible thing I can get my hands on. Like this tree right here. There's a couple more things I'd like to show you right over here. Come and check this out. This fish and frog spear is something really important to share with everybody. It's pretty simple to make. And I'd also like to mention the rope technology. Like you see here, the tools for making rope are quite a few. So without primitive rope making tools like you see here, our modern future would never have formed. So when I gather around a fire to talk about primitive tool making, I take it very seriously because it means a lot, and the education that it takes to be able to really comprehend just exactly what science a person is working with, it takes a lot of knowledge. Don't wait till stormy weather before you decide on a technique of survival practices in bushcraft, because you got to be prepared early. And to do that, you need the best possible tools you can get. And that's what this video is all about, is teaching you how to get the best possible stuff. So honestly, if you go into the deep wilderness like this photo right here, you need the best possible equipment you can get. So my studies in all of this led me to understand how to build boats out of grapevines and simple tarps or skins or whatever. And as you can see right here, this coracle boat that I made floats just fine, and it's perfect. And it's just made out of a grapevine and a tarp. The skill that took for me to build each one of the things you see in this photo took me years to master, but it was well worth the effort, because look at the fantastic boat I was able to make with those skills that I gained. And when it's a true survival situation out there, you need a really effective tool like this fishing hook right here. Now, you can just look at this and know that you can depend on it, because it's a strong, absolute device. And many of the tools I make for the woods are designed around using giant tree thorns, like this giant tree thorn here. Stories like these make a bonfire a whole lot brighter. All I can do is guide you and serve as an inspiration to you to be able to pick this stuff up and be able to do it. But ultimately, it's up to you to gain the skill. And you can pause anywhere on this video that I made and study the objects that are there and learn how to make them. But you have to have the ambition to do that yourself. I'm Trapper Jack. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more videos like this, tune into my YouTube channel or check me out on Facebook.